Okay, here we go. Let's get serious for a second. Okay. All right. My name's David. This is my brother Ray, and we are.
Preachers from the bleachers.
That's right. Here we go again on another Wing It Wednesday. We're going to talk about some sports tonight. Just going to let you know right off that we're always here on YouTube. Try to be here once a week. You can see us here, and you can listen to us on anchor.fm/preachers from the bleachers, which propagates out to Spotify.
Spotify. Spotify.
Thank you. And a couple other places, I think, but those are the two main ones. Um, As always, leave us some comments, send us some questions. The Brotherhood guys send us some stuff every once in a while in the group me chat we're in. But put it on the YouTube site there. We'll be happy to talk to you and answer any questions or talk about whatever you want to talk about. So without further ado, let's go to the hot hand tonight. We're going to talk about the college football playoff. We got two teams left, man. Two teams left. You got Alabama and Ohio State, man. Who you got?
Ooh, that's a tough question. You asking me who I got or who I want to win?
Well,
Alabama's gonna win. Like
those
I
are
don't.
always two different questions.
Yeah,
Always.
I don't think. I mean, why wouldn't Alabama win? I don't see nothing about Ohio State that makes me say, like how many Heisman Trophy candidates did Ohio State have?
Three.
Ohio State,
Oh, I'm sorry, none.
yes, very good. You can
Yeah.
add that
Yeah.
that American education system worked really well for you.
Yeah.
I just don't see how Alabama. I mean, it's routinely like I'm not saying Ohio State can't win. That's why you play the game. I mean, if I mean the odds that Justin Fields is going to have another six touchdown game,
And he's hurt.
it's not likely. He's gonna need at least four, in my opinion, and I only see three touchdowns. The likelihood that their running back gonna rush for almost 200 yards and three touchdowns, it's not likely. So Alabama just always even in the toughest games. Obviously they don't win every year, but even in the toughest games, win or lose, they always seem to make a big play or a play or two more on the regular than other teams. So I want Ohio State to win. I'm sick of Alabama. I need Alabama to not win for like 3 seasons in a row so that we can hire him at the University of Texas.
Oh my God. It always comes back to that. Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to take Ohio State in this game. I'm gonna take them 31-27. So I think that I could be just deluding myself. I want them to win as well, but I think their defense is going to step up and maybe show Alabama some defense, good defense they haven't seen in a while, and we'll see. That's my call. It could be wrong, probably
It's
gonna
a
be wrong, but that's my call.
it's a good call if Bosa was still playing at Ohio State. It's a good call if Chase Young was still playing. But I mean, Ohio State has produced two top five defensive ends back to back, and they don't have one this year. So like like you need that guy on defense. They don't have him. Somebody that people are literally afraid of. They ain't got that guy, not at defensive end anyway. But
Yeah.
I just don't see how they can get it done. I hope they get it done. I mean,
Well,
depending on what the odds, what the bookmakers say, I might even put down $1 or two on Ohio State. But
I did
I think
not
it's
expect them.
Alabama game to win.
I don't think any of us expected them to beat Clemson. So I don't
No,
know.
I
Maybe
picked
I'm,
them.
I'm
I picked Clemson. You're right. I picked Clemson.
so maybe they come up with some more of that magic and pull it out. I don't know. That's what
I
I'm
mean,
hoping for. That's what I'm looking for. And
Nick Nick Saban ain't giving them no bulletin board material like Dabo. He not gonna say nothing but great things about Ohio State. I promise you. He not gonna
yeah,
get him extra motivation. I mean, the only thing I can see in this game is no, I don't even see that, bro. Like, if you Justin Fields, you already beat the presumptive number one pick. You pretty much saying, "Hey, I outplayed this guy. Why can't I be the number one pick too?" There's
because you're
no,
not.
there's no. He might be. He might. Let me tell you why Justin Field might be the number one pick over over Sunshine. Because depending on who your team is, if your team ain't got no offensive line, you might want Justin Fields. You might want a guy that can do a little bit of Deshaun Watson for you, can escape left, escape right, and throw a pass as opposed to you know the 2020 version of Troy Aikman. You don't want nobody back there to just like and get knocked out. You don't want that. You don't want that. Depending on who has the first. I don't know. Jacksonville got the first pick. Do they got an offensive line? I don't know if they got a line, bro.
That's the thing, man. It's like if you're going to invest in a quarterback like that, first round, you better go out and get me an offensive line. One or two guys at least that are not going to get him smashed like what David Carr was smashed in his first season with the Houston Texans. Like that. Like Cincinnati guy was smashed this year.
Burrow.
Yeah, Joe Burrow. I mean, you better have one or two guys there. They're going to protect him a little bit. You don't want him running. He's not going to learn much running for his life for an entire season, a rookie season. That's just a wasted season. You don't learn anything about the calling defenses, or you don't learn anything about, calling your offense or getting plays off if you're scrambling every damn play to keep from getting killed. So
if you draft a quarterback, the next pick should be an offensive lineman. I don't even care if you have an all-world left tackle already to protect the quarterback's backside.
I like
the
that.
Next pick should be an offensive line. Let's try to secure this position of quarterback. You have to protect him. I mean, Tom Brady's supposed to be the best quarterback of all times, but when he get hit in the mouth, not so much.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of, you got anything else for college football? You want to move on to the NFL playoffs this weekend?
De nada. Let's move on.
Let's move on. So we got 6 games this weekend, 3 on a Saturday, 3 on a Sunday. Let's make some picks. So first game on Saturday is Indianapolis and Buffalo. Who you got?
Buffalo.
Yep.
I believe.
Me too.
I am one of the few people. This is why I say I should be on TV. I'm just as good as those dudes too, because I was one of the few people that liked that quarterback Allen coming out of Wyoming. I believe, and I honestly believe, just going from this is a small point, but it matters to some degree. Playing in Wyoming and playing in Buffalo, you have a concept, an idea of how cold it's going to be, and it's not something that you have to adjust to. That might seem like really small, but that was one of the reasons I was like, if you go into Buffalo, it might work out, because it might take you a whole season to realize a cold frozen ball is completely different in throwing that ball than something that's, in the Tampa Bay humidity. That's not the same.
But it's much easier if you let a little air out.
If you just let a little bit of air, right? A little bit. But it's a big difference. So that's one thing he wouldn't have to adjust to. But arm talent is arm talent. The dude always have a big arm. And I'm saying, if you could draft Jamarcus Russell in the top 5, if we just draft, this is what we do. We don't know we all procrastinate, trying to figure out who gonna be what. And I just feel like, hey, if he going to Buffalo, he got a big arm, he can handle the weather. It's not New York, it's Buffalo. And if you ever been to New York, people will tell you there is a difference. So you don't have the media beating on you like Sam Darnold does with the Jets. You don't have people clowning you even when you're good at your quarterback job like Dak Prescott. You don't have that. You can go there, develop, and become one of the better quarterbacks in the league. He's done that. So I like Buffalo, and I've always had a wide receiver crush on Stephon Diggs. You and I had this conversation. I ain't never, ever thought he should have been a number 2 wide receiver to Thielen over there in Viking land or whatever. I ain't never thought that should have been him. So, and now he has proven it. You know what I mean? Like, I hate to put the pressure on Stephon and be like, okay, now it's playoffs. We got to see more of that. And then we got to see you do it again next year. But for right now, I think Allen, in my opinion, is the MVP of the league over Mahomes and Rodgers. I think he played.
That's a big call.
And did he not do Lamar? He did the Lamar Jackson thing. Look at his rush yard. His record.
Did he get 1,000?
I don't know if he got quite 1,000, but between his 4,000 plus rushing yards, all them touchdown throws, and all them rushing yards, 12-3, 12-4. Hey man, that's the MVP of the league. Maybe.
What'd you call him? The white Cam Newton.
Man, he can't be the white Cam Newton. He could be the white Lamar Jackson.
I thought you said Cam. You said Cam Newton before.
because I ain't know he was gonna pass this well. So now,
Okay, you're right. You're right.
so now he the white Lamar Jackson.
That's
That's
right.
what I'm
Okay,
saying, man. This
fair
my
enough.
Allen is my MVP. He did it all. That what you and I had this discussion for different reasons about who the best rusher on the team. It's him. It's not the other two running
Yeah,
backs. They
they
expect
got better though,
they got better,
especially Zach Moss.
but when you add it, all I see is the same thing I saw from Lamar Jackson, except for Lamar might have been better at running and not as good at passing. He could throw it deep. This guy can throw all the routes, and he can do not just a little bit of running. He can run the damn ball. Maybe not like Lamar Jackson, but just as good, if on the same level as a Cam Newton. So that's my guy. That's my guy for
All
MVP.
right.
I got Buffalo, brother, in that game.
I got Buffalo too. I don't have anything long-winded to say like that about it, but I agree with you on Jared, on
Damn.
Allen.
Well, damn,
Uh,
man, I'm long-winded and we having a podcast. You made that sound like a bad thing.
right on. So we both got Buffalo over Indy. Seattle at Washington is the next game. So I'm sorry, Seattle at Los Angeles, or actually Los Angeles at Seattle. Excuse me. So I finally got that right. So I got Seattle on this one. I don't see any way the Rams are going to beat them. I just don't.
This is a game of quarterback.
Quarterback again.
Who's your quarterback for the Rams?
Yeah.
Who's your quarterback for Seattle? This ain't even much discussion for me. Russell Wilson is better than whoever the Rams put over. Don't get me wrong. Aaron Donald is a beast. It was just 2 weeks ago. I was thinking to myself, I believe that I made the prediction. I got the Rams in the Super Bowl. And then I saw the matchup. The matchup made me change my mind. 32-30 Seahawks.
Man, I don't think it's going to be that close. It might be 31-14.
I'm saying is that close because Russell Wilson is still Russell Wilson, but is he going to be Russell Wilson of the first half of the season or Russell Wilson in the middle of the season, or is he going to be Russell Wilson that he was at the end of the season? Russell started out as MVP and he barely hung on. It's a reason why, I mean, like the fifth seed, whatever it is.
Well, I think all three of those Russell Wilsons are better than Jared Goff.
I don't know. Russell had a period there, dude, where he was turning the ball over. I thought he was Mitch Trubisky. I ain't gonna even lie. He looked that, but I tell you, he don't look that. He looked. I take it back, Russell. I apologize to you and your beautiful wife. I apologize to the family. Nobody ever looked as bad as Mitch Trubisky. I got a big bunion on my toe. They look better than Mitch Trubisky. But back to what I was saying. I don't know which Russell I'm getting. I'm assuming I'm going to get playoff Russell.
Yeah.
So if I'm getting playoff Russell, but I also believe that you're going to get playoff Aaron Donald. And that's why I said 32-30 because Aaron Donald is that man. He that dude.
Yeah, I like me some Aaron Donald. All right, next game, Washington football team playing in Washington. Stupid that they get a home game. Playing in Washington against Tampa Bay. And who was it? Chase Young had the nerve to say, "I want Tom."
Wow.
I don't know. I mean, come on.
No. Why did you say he had the nerve? He should have.
That whatever. Sure he should. But it's like keep your bravado. It's like a bulletin board material, like you talking
They're
about.
not winning though. But they're not winning.
I know you're right.
He said,
what's the point of saying it?
Because I'm coming. He let Tom come. He coming, and I promise you, he getting 2 sacks on Tom, and that's their Super Bowl. They ain't supposed. I would put my left testicle on that bet right there.
I don't want your left testicle. Or your right.
You might not, but there are some other people that might. But my point is, that's the money maker. That way, I mean, ping, ping. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But my point is, they ain't got nothing else to play for. They're in the playoffs.
I don't disagree with that.
With the Ron Rivera 7-9 special, because that's what he does. And so they just happy to be there. The only thing they playing for is to maybe I could get an interception on time, or maybe I could make one big play and people will see me and know my name.
Washington's going to get rolled.
Mike Tomlin of the Pittsburgh Steelers is on camera saying to Chase Young, I don't never want to have to lose enough games to get a player like you. The dude is that man. He
he's
right
great.
there. His first season is on par with. He just scary good. So why not say? I mean, you might as well have some fun. You ain't supposed to be there at 7-9 anyway. So Tampa Bay.
It's not like but you're giving, like you talking about bulletin board material earlier. I mean, why give anybody bulletin board material?
It ain't bulletin board material when you automatically gonna lose. This would be the greatest upset.
Okay, there's a difference. All right, okay,
yeah.
Fair enough.
You're gonna lose anyway. It's just a matter.
So talk all the trash you want because you know you're gonna lose.
Yes. So you're gonna lose by 16 or 36. It don't make a difference. You got blown out. It don't make difference. You might as well have some fun. I mean, it's Tom Brady. He's supposed to be the greatest, and you're excited because you have the opportunity to get a sack on him. We don't know if Tom gonna play next year or not. We don't know the schedules came out, so you might not be playing Tom next year. This is a great opportunity for a young man to say, I sacked one of the greatest.
Right on. All right. So
and tell him I'm coming.
That wraps up Saturday. So we both got Buffalo, Seattle, and Tampa winning the game. So Sunday, first game is Baltimore at Tennessee. Who you like?
My mind says Tennessee, but my mind told me to marry my last ex-wife too. So I'm gonna go with my heart.
Probably wasn't your mind.
And what else would it have been?
But I digress. Let's go ahead. So who you got? Tennessee. I don't want to get into that.
I'm going to Baltimore because I just feel like it's time for Lamar. He 0-2 in the playoffs. It's time for him to be 1-2. That's all. You know what I mean? Like Ryan Tannehill is not that guy.
He's
in
not
the playoffs yet. He is good, but he's good because of King Henry. Baltimore defense traditionally has been great. They are borderline average this year, but I'm expecting them to turn back into the Baltimore Ravens in the playoffs. Let me get 14-13 Ravens.
Close. I mean, I think I'm going to go with Tennessee on this one. So we're going to disagree. I think King Henry, boy, he's tough to stop. And other than that, I mean, that's really the only reason. Baltimore has not looked near as good as I thought they would this year. Not been near as dominant. So I think I'm going to go with your scoring pretty close to that. I'm going to go 17-14 Tennessee. So okay. So next game, the game of the day, the game of the weekend, Chicago at New Orleans.
You was waiting for me?
I'm waiting for you, man. Chicago's your team, so I know you're going to fill up the air right here. Let's go.
I ain't got nothing to say, dog. Mitch Trubisky in the playoffs playing against what was the number one defense for most of the year. I got 21-3 Saints.
21. Man, only 21?
Defense can still play.
Yeah, they can, but
I didn't even tell you.
That's a lot of offense.
No,
you only lost by 3 in the regular season. You
ain't got nothing to do with that. This the playoffs. So it's real. They only gonna score 14. They gonna get 7 on a 6 pick from Mitch Trubisky. It's really 14-3. I'm predicting Mitch throwing a 6 pick to it. It's gonna be 14-3. Right? Chicago gonna be driving to get the game to 14-10 in the fourth quarter, and Mitch gonna throw the interception to end it.
Okay.
21-3.
All right.
Saints.
I got 35-20 New Orleans. I think they're gonna score.
He can't score no damn 20 points in the damn player. Man, thank you, Dave. That was nice of you to say that about my squad.
You bet, man.
I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you.
Because every once in a while, Mitch shows up. Just every once in a while, like for like 5 plays in a row, and that's it. That's like you get this 5 play set, and you're good. But that 5 plays might be after a fumble, a Taysom Hill fumble on the 30-yard line, and you got 5 plays to go 30 yards for a touchdown.
Is Alvin still out?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I could be wrong though. Let's check that out.
I was about to hit you with a 21-10, but Alvin. I was like, is Alvin still out or not? Like, no. Like, I think Alvin is back. No, he back. It was only like 6 days.
Oh, it
So
said when asked if Alvin Kamara would play in Sunday's wild card game, Saints coach Sean Payton said, "We'll see."
that's a yes. Next,
Yeah, yeah. Yes, it is. So I got
that
New
would be a
Orleans. You got New
yes.
Orleans. Just we differ on the how close the game's going to be in scoring. Cleveland at Pittsburgh.
They ain't ready. I mean, this would be a good.
Cleveland.
This would be a good learning lesson for the Cleveland Browns to understand that what's happening in the playoff in the regular season is not the same in the playoffs. Pittsburgh 21-10.
I see where you're going there, and man, I think Cleveland's going to take this. I don't think Pittsburgh is. I mean, you were 5-1 and said Chicago's the worst 5-1 team ever, and Pittsburgh was 10-0 or what 11-0, and I think they were the worst 10-0 or 11-0 team ever. I don't think they were that good. I think they collapsed after that. You could see that they weren't that good, and Ben has not been playing well. So I'm going to go 24.
Ben coming off a 1 week rest.
Yep, oh, that's okay. He wasn't playing well before that. I mean, so we'll see. But 24-14. That's what I say. Maybe 24-17.
They ain't scoring 24 on a TJ Watt led Steeler defense. It ain't gonna happen.
Okay. Well, I got Cleveland, man. So we differ on Cleveland, and I got Cleveland over Pittsburgh and Tennessee over Baltimore, and you got Baltimore over Tennessee and Pittsburgh over Cleveland. So I'm looking forward to this weekend. I'm going to try to watch as much football as I can because next weekend inventory comes at work, and I don't want to do that, but can't watch ball then. Okay, so on from there, let's go to the NBA. Not a lot happening in the NBA right now. It's a young season. Steph came back with a vengeance. Had a couple of great games this week. Been a while.
Got him on my fantasy team. We pulled it out.
Yes, he did. He wasn't looking good until that happened, and he finally just said, "Look, this team looks like crap. I'm going to take over and just do what I do."
Yeah.
So if we're going to lose, I'm going to get some
Steph
stats.
Curry.
Yeah.
That's what he
what are you saying? Our show is crap, and you're just going to take it over? Is that
no? I'm saying that Steph Curry said, "You know what? I'm Steph Curry. Let me just go ahead and hit you with a 60 piece and get out of here with a win."
That's right. So welcome back, Steph. I love to see it. I'm a big Steph fan. Always have been. I love guys that can shoot, man. Shoot, dribble, pass, whatever. Get to the hole, hit their free throws. Love guys that can hit their free throws. Don't like guys that can't hit their free throws. Anyway, moving on. So I was thinking this week, man, that there's a couple guys I think are going to get traded this year. I think Kevin Love and Blake Griffin are both going to get traded to go somewhere that they can finally help out. I don't know why Griffin is still in Detroit because they're not going to make the playoffs, and he's a pretty good player when he can play. So to add him as a piece to another team, I don't know why they wouldn't have traded him by now. Get something for him, something that's going to help you out for the future. Because man, he doesn't play back-to-backs anymore because of his knee. He misses a few games here and there just for rest or because of his knee. So man, they got to trade him. So I'm not sure who I'm thinking about him going to, but it's got to be a contender. But I think Love and Griffin are going to be traded this year with like 100% certainty. Is there anybody else you think is going to be traded this year?
I mean, we ain't going to talk about Harden. We know that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think that if Blake Griffin get traded, I think the best place for him to go would be Miami. Kevin Love, I'm going to make a prediction, say Kevin Love will end up playing with the Lakers.
Honestly, that would surprise me.
Just because he a West Coast guy. He already know what it is when I come play with LeBron. LeBron already won a championship with him. He know how to, you may not
give up for him.
You may not, just a bag of chips. It'll be okay. You may not want to play with LeBron until you're not playing with LeBron. There's no way in hell right now he's sitting in Cleveland saying, "I love it.
No.
Nah, you know what? You know what? Like whatever I thought about playing with the star player when I used to be the star player, whatever it is I thought about that, winning is a whole hell of a lot better
It's great
than
deodorant.
being on Cleveland. Yeah, I mean, like it's more than deodorant, man. It's like a salve. Just make you feel better all over. You know what I mean? Like, nah, dog, nah. So I don't have a clue what they would give up, but I mean, maybe it's gonna be a three-way deal and they don't have to give up little or nothing. But the person that they would need to put in the deal, if I was Cleveland, would be THT. Horton Tucker would have to be in that deal. He's just one of those people that's on the NBA bench that's just waiting to explode. I mean, like, I'm not saying like on an all-star level, but somebody that can get you 12, 15, maybe, 5, 6 rebounds. But he's lost. He's gonna be lost on the Lakers bench. And there's a few other guys in the league that's like that. But I'm just predict because it'd be fun, and Kevin Love being like the seventh, eighth man, that would guarantee the Lakers win another championship. I like Blake Griffin in Miami just because the thought concept of Blake or Bam just switching out between 5 and 4. Whoever got the best matchup, that's who gonna get the ball, and we gonna work you. You know what I mean? Like, I just think that's a good fit. That's a nice front. That front court, if you got Butler, Bam, and Blake, is that the triple Bs? All right. Anyway, but with with those three, you can interchange a lot of stuff. You can switch a lot of stuff, but you're mobile. That's when Blake healthy, you're mobile. You ain't got to be worrying about if a pick comes, should we go under it? Should we go over it? Just do your thing and play basketball, man. I just think it's a good fit. I mean, we got a lot of fives in the league now that they don't look like centers to me. You know what I mean? Like, where the hell is Bill Cartwright? That's what I'm talking. That's a five to me. That's a center to me.
His name now is Andre Drummond.
His name is Andre Drummond. Now, hell no. Andre Drummond might be better than Bill Cartwright, man. Bill Cartwright ain't never ever scored that many points.
Yeah.
But he's a dinosaur still, even right now. Drummond get 20 rebounds and they still trying to trade him. Nobody wants a center that do center things. They want a center that do small forward things.
I want Drummond to come here to Dallas. I would love that.
What y'all gonna do with him?
Let him block some shots. Let him get some rebounds.
I would go through. I would give the ball to Drummond before I gave it to KP right now.
Oh yeah.
If he was on the Mavs.
Yeah. I'm good with that. I like KP being the third guy. I'm good with that. So, yeah, I'm thinking about like Love and Griffin maybe going to somebody who's definitely going to contend in the next year or this year actually. So I thought one of them might end up with Philadelphia. I mean, they've been talking about Harden for all this other kind of time, but Griffin could probably help out a little bit there. I mean, I know they got Embiid, but I don't think Griffin would interfere with him too much. Who else do they have? Who's their small forward? I don't know. I can't even think of it. So Griffin, I think he could help out there. But I think those guys are going to go somewhere, but I think they're going to go to contenders. Miami's a contender, definitely. But so I don't think like one of them's going to end up in Charlotte or anything like that. So anyway, I was just kind of pontificating on that today. So another little piece of news is DeMarcus Cousins is moving into the starting lineup tonight for Christian Wood.
Yeah, I had Christian Wood on my fantasy team. So, and then just seconds ago, Christian Wood went from being out to a game time decision. So, so DeMarcus might not be starting.
Oh, I was kind of looking forward to seeing Cousins, man, because I thought he looked really good in the preseason. That's why I picked him up.
He been playing?
He's played a few minutes. He was playing in preseason. Yeah, he looked really good in preseason. And then, get into the season, he's playing like 15 minutes. I'm like, what the hell?
That's all he is right now, man. Like, it's a lot of injuries, dude. That's all. Hey, I told you Christian Wood was
You did. Absolutely.
Right? So if Christian Wood is going to average 20 and 10, DeMarcus can't get on the flow. Like, it's hard.
What I'm saying His cousins played more minutes in the preseason, so I don't know why he couldn't play more minutes now.
They wanted to see what he got. Is this going to be another injury, or do you really got? Are you all the way back? That's the time to figure it out. We don't want to like count on you. Let We don't want to save you in the preseason only to find out that I don't have you in the season. So they played him as much as they could in the preseason to see, all right, it looks like he's going to be healthy. His body is going to respond. But Christian Wood got the big deal. You know this, whether you drafted high or you got a big deal, you're going to get the opportunity to do your thing
to earn your money.
To first and more frequently. So and then Christian come in and he averaging 20 plus, 10 plus. Ain't no room for DeMarcus. 15 is where you at. And you may at one point and may even actually still be more skilled, but you make like $750,000. We like you say, earn your money. So they put Christian in there. 15 minutes is a lot still. You can do a lot.
How much is Wood making?
Oh no, he got a fat check for a guy that wasn't drafted in the first round. I don't even know if he was drafted, to be honest with you. But it's significant. I think it's 15 plus.
All right. Is that significant now when guys are making 30 and 40?
It's significant based on where you were drafted.
That's the mid-level.
Right. It's significant. Like it's not like he was a first round pick or a top 10 pick. When you hit that second round and it comes up, or if you undrafted and they now giving you 15 million, that's a good deal.
Yeah. All right, that's all I got for NBA. Anything else there? All right, let's get to it. All about the Benjamins.
All about the Benjamins.
And what are we doing tonight?
All about the Benjamins. Shoot, I forgot, man. Disney movies.
You forgot. You did not forget. Let's go. I'm gonna hear yours first. Let's go.
We always hear mine first.
All right, so I'll do mine first. What?
Yeah, well, just explain to the people that don't watch us on a regular basis, decide they wanted to tune in for 3 seconds.
All right, so all about the Benjamins is where we rank a category, a person, movies, sports, something, whatever. But it's sort of like the Mount Rushmore of this category or that category or these people. But we rank them by dollar bills. So, your $1 is your number 6 and your $100 is your top guy. So it's a ranked sort of Mount Rushmore kind of thing. Who's on your dollar bill? Who's on your 5 and 10? That's how it goes. So, category tonight is Disney movies. And I started looking at all these Disney movies and man, I tell you what, I think you talked me into a Disney Plus subscription.
You're going to love it, dude. You're going to love it. So
I kept thinking, go ahead.
You got all the Star Wars, all the National Geographic, matter of fact, I just recommended to somebody else. And 2 days later, they was like, hey, man, my son loves it.
Yeah. Well, I have a son, so it's just me, 51-year-old man.
Whoa. The son was grown.
Okay.
The son was 30 plus years old.
Okay. So, but I thought about it originally. I was like, man, I'm not going to watch a bunch of cartoon movies and whatever. And I started looking at some of the movies and I'm like, man, that was a great movie. I loved that one when I was a kid.
All the Marvel movies, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you. Disney Plus gets played in my house probably a minimum of 4 hours every day.
All right. Well, I keep running out of things to watch on Netflix, man. I take longer to find something to watch on Netflix than I do actually watching it. So Disney Plus, you might be up next.
I don't always watch it. Like, it's on while I'm working, basically.
Yeah.
So, I already know the movie. I don't have to watch it. I hear it, I follow along, and it helps with my clock. Be like, I only got 4 hours left to work. So
you know the words to Bambi by heart. I know.
Never seen Bambi.
All right, so here's mine.
That's not a joke. I've never seen Bambi.
That's okay. I can't remember the last time I saw it. I had to have been like 5 years old. So here we go. All about the Benjamin Disney movies. On my $1 bill, Escape to Witch Mountain. Right. 1970s version, not the Rock. Rock did
you like the horrible version. Okay.
I liked it with that cute little girl in it. And she grew up to be a gorgeous woman.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it was cool. Like in the 70s, it was like the first time I'm thinking about seeing magic and people can do things like with their mind and all that kind of stuff. It was really cool. And they were from outer space and that was awesome. So, a lot of nostalgia involved in this as well, but It was really cool. It's one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. On the $5 bill, also from the 70s, Parent Trap with Haley Mills, young British lady back then. So they did a remake of that as well with who's the redhead that kept sleeping with everybody in Hollywood? What's her name?
Lucille Ball.
No, no. Recently, like in the last 10 years. Lindsay Lohan.
Uh,
Yeah, that's funny.
okay.
Lindsay Lohan. But no, the 70s version with Haley Mills. On the $10 bill, Pinocchio. That was a really good cartoon movie. On my $20 bill, Peter Pan. Also a great cartoon movie. On my $50 bill, Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Did you ever see that one? You probably didn't.
Now I'm black. We don't watch that.
However that works out, okay, whatever. It was Angela Lansbury and kind of a World War II thing with her coming to be a nanny to some kids or something. I don't know. She wasn't a nanny to kids. I don't know. It was I forget the plot of it, but I thought it was really cool. Lots of music and magic and stuff involved in that too. So, and on my $100 bill, and if there was a $500 and $1,000 bill we have, then I'd be putting it on there too. By far, my favorite Disney movie of all time, and one of my favorite movies of all time, Pete's Dragon, the 1977 version. It was a musical with Mickey Rooney and Shelley Winters and Helen Reddy, and I would get the Disney Channel alone for that, but just if I was able to see that. But that was a great one. The remake they did like 3 or 4 years ago, it was okay, but nowhere in the same realm of how good this one was, and the talent that was in it. So that is my all about the Benjamins, man. Now, who do you have?
I was sitting there thinking to myself, it's Disney. You can't really go wrong with picking a Disney movie.
True.
Until I heard your list.
What are you talking about, man?
It's a lot of old people in your list. It's cool though, bro. It's cool. Like
Old
I'm just happy you didn't,
the
pick
new stuff is crap.
I'm glad you didn't pick stuff from the Disney Plus channel and put all the Marvel people in it. I just knew you was gonna say Avengers or something crazy like that. My number one on my $1 bill, I picked something that's very near and dear to my heart because I don't like musicals. I don't like my movies to sing, but they sing in this one, and I still love it. It's Beauty and the Beast. It's just something about Gaston that I identify with. It's something about when the little candlesticks say, "Be our guest, be our guest." I like it. I like Beauty and the Beast, man. I like it. Gaston the Beast, kind of the same dude to me. This kind of, I feel like it might have been a story about my life. Anyway, number 5. Number 5, I got Ratatouille. Ratatouille. Obviously, because I'm fat, I like to eat, and I mean, man, I don't cook.
I knew you were going to have that one in your list.
I'm not.
I would have bet money on it.
I'm a chef. Chefs create, cooks follow the recipes that the chef make. That be me right there. I'll put it together and can't even tell you how I did it, and it'll taste delicious, and I'll never be able to make it again because I don't need no recipe. I just sprinkle until my ancestors say that's enough, child. I know you've seen that before. Anyway, number 10, my $10 bill, Toy Story 4, because it was creepy and scary.
Oh, really?
That little girl on there is like Chucky's wife. She scared the living daylights out of me. And the one thing I don't watch is horror. And I was afraid. I was so happy when she became, in the end, they made her nice. I think somebody realized, hey, this is supposed to be Toy Story. That little girl was creepy. She's creepy, but she was good, though. She was good. Number 20. I keep saying number 20. On my $20 bill, Brave.
That was a good one.
I like Brave, one, because my first white girl was a redhead. Number 2 is,
was she Scottish?
It was a woman, Scottish, Irish, white, same thing. The other reason why I picked Brave is because it was, about women power. You know what I mean? I support everybody, feeling good about themselves and having somebody to look up to. Brave, I think, just said to all little girls, You could be whatever you want to be, and that's why I like Brave. Number 50 on my $50 bill, I took Monsters Inc.
That's a good one.
I just like Monsters Inc. It was good. I mean, and then
Sully and Mike.
Sully, just like me and you. You Mike, I'm Sully. That's probably why I picked. And on my $100 bill, some might think this controversial. They do a little bit of singing in this one too. It's Princess and the Frog. Because it's black.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Just took away your ghetto pass, bro.
I mean, I know the story. Man, there's a ton of Disney cartoon movies I haven't seen. When did they come out with that one? I think I watched Disney. I stopped watching Disney cartoon movies.
I just want to say one thing about Princess and the Frog. Okay. For all you black people that went out to see Soul or watch Soul on your Disney Plus and said that Soul is the best movie ever, watch Princess and the Frog again and tell me which one is better. That's all I got on that. Let that be Ray's rumination right there.
All right. Ray ruminated on The Princess and the Frog. I hope you felt his rumination. So anything on You Suck?
Work. My You Suck for You Suck, I got work. I'm just want to say this. I'm grateful to have a job. But that don't mean I gotta like it. Work, you suck.
Yeah. I'm gonna follow you there on my You Suck and sort of go with the work, but inventory. We got inventory coming up. It's next weekend, not this coming weekend, but it's going to be the first time under our new system, our new ERP system, which I have added to the You Suck segment many times. Did I lose you?
Nope.
I'm sorry. Everything just blanked out here. Maybe because I hadn't moved the mouse in a while. Sorry about that. But anyway, You Suck inventory coming up. It's going to be brutal because it's under the new system and we haven't done it this way before. And we've got consultants flying in to help us out with that. And boy, it's going to suck. That's all I can say. I knew usually we're done by, we start at 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning. We're usually done by 3 p.m. and I'm expecting to be there by 6 or 7 p.m. and might have to go back on Sunday and do some stuff. So it's going to be brutal. So that's my You Suck. For Ray's rumination, you're going to stand on Princess and the Frog?
Princess and the Frog, greater than Soul. Boom. That's all I got. Ray's rumination. All right.
So for Dave's dialogue, man, I don't want to get too political on anything. Some stuff happened today that is just felt like I just want to yell and scream about, but I'm gonna just try to make some points and leave it at that. Some folks stormed the Capitol building today. Man, I really don't even know what to say about that. I mean, you see all these things about, people breaking into stores and looting and do all this stuff. This is a Capitol building. This is the federal building in the United States. This is where Congress is. How more people did not get injured or shot when people were defending that, I don't know. But if I ever hear I don't even know how to describe it, but people are hitting on it now. I heard it on the news a little while ago talking about the double standard and how people are treated, man. And I know you feel this way too. And I know for sure that if it had been a different set of people there, like, a different ethnicity or a different political party, the National Guard would have been there in minutes. More people would have been injured. The same people that are storming the place today would have been talking about tomorrow how these people should have all been shot and killed, and it's sedition and it's treason. And man, I absolutely believe that it's sedition and treason to storm a federal building like that. If you break into a Target store, that's a crime. It's absolutely a crime. If you break into the Capitol building, into where Congress and senators sit, that is a federal crime. So anybody that can be identified from video or whatever, I absolutely believe they should be punished to the fullest extent of the federal law on what you did today. What you did is ridiculous. because you're sore losers. And dude, you lost. I'm sorry, but you lost. Everybody hates to lose. I hate to lose. We all hate to lose. There's going to be 6 losers on Saturday. And then, I'm sorry, 3 losers on Saturday, 3 losers on Sunday. That's just the way it's going to be. But, Democrats didn't like it when they lost. I remember there was a lot of protests and stuff like that when Trump won, too. So, but man, nobody stormed a Capitol building. Nobody smashed windows and broke in. Man, we got to be better than this. And I don't know what else to say about it. We look like a freaking banana republic. The rest of the world is looking at us saying, you guys are idiots. You're like a third world country acting like this. This is what happens in, the Philippines when the president is sending out goon squads on motorcycles to shoot people they think are peddling drugs. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that happens there. And this should never happen here. And it's a product of the last 4 years of the rhetoric and people that refuse to accept this election. The senators, Mitch McConnell, this is on you. Donald Trump, this is on you. Lindsey Graham, this is on you. Kelly Loeffler in Alabama, this kind of stuff is on you and everybody like you who have been talking up this rhetoric about all these protests and supporting this violence for 4 years now. So, and I think it sucks. And like I said, I'm not trying to get too political, but this stuff shouldn't happen here from either side, man. So that's all I got to say. I love sports. I'm glad we get to talk about sports and do your thing.
All right, that's the show. And if you like it, don't forget to subscribe and hit like. And if you don't like it, go ahead and hit subscribe and hit like anyway. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. We just really appreciate y'all listening to us talk about our life and sports, our life through sports on the internet or your radio or your Bluetooth speakers. We don't do it to be attention seekers. We're just 2 brothers talking about sports, better known as you as
Preachers from the bleachers.
Peace.
Peace.